And hello, we're back for another Brunel Babble. As in, at this rate, everyone knows it's every Friday. Um, so I'm here with Kamal today, and we're gonna just chat a little bit for about 45 minutes on certain matters such as Veganuary, which is our main topic today. I know absolutely nothing, so it's gonna be fun. That's what I've got. Do you know what Veganuary is, Kamal?
Yep. Yep. So I don't know when it started, to be honest. So the lack of knowledge is showing already. But it's a trend that people started to do for the month of January so they could try and be healthy because you know how typically people are going to the gym as their New Year's resolutions.
Yeah.
I think Veganuary sort of ties into that as well, so you can be healthy, but also on the flip side, it's for the environment as well because you're giving up meat for a month. So all of that carbon footprint that you have because of meat is being reduced.
Oh, I see. I got it. I see. Nice. Oh, I see. So, are you doing Veganuary or?
No, because I did try to be vegan for about 2 weeks of my life,
Oh, very
and
nice.
it was extremely tough.
Oh, I see.
So I gave up and became vegetarian instead as a close second.
Oh, well, you gave it a go. That's more than most people can say. As in, I've never tried it. Um, as in, I sometimes substitute meat out of my diet, but it's very rare for me to do that. Mostly just because it, I like protein, a lot of protein. But yeah, as in, I don't know. I might try it one day. I might try and do Veganuary next year. But
It's
we'll see
worth
when
a
I get there.
shot.
Yeah. I could do it for like a couple weeks maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
It is, I think, as students, it is tough for us to do something like this because what I've noticed, typically anything that is vegetarian or vegan does cost a lot more than anything that is meat. So it's difficult to afford that lifestyle, and
Mm,
also it's not accessible because um places like Lidl
yeah.
won't really hold loads of things which are vegan and quick to make, so the frozen stuff. Whereas if you go into a Waitrose or a Sainsbury's, you'll easily be able to find that, but it costs more. So if unless you don't plan extremely well on a low budget, you just wouldn't be able to do it properly. I believe that's just my opinion based on what I've gone through.
No, that makes sense. And I've every so often I've gone in is I've got a few friends who are either vegan or vegetarian, and they've said that it's quite difficult to find stuff for them like themselves because it's either really expensive or just really hard to make a dish out of the ingredients they have. But yeah, I've noticed that being vegan it takes a lot of willpower. So respect to those that are vegans.
I think after a while, it sort of just becomes a habit as well, because when I was transitioning from eating meat almost every day of my life to becoming a vegetarian, it was really tough in the beginning because you're constantly thinking about, I can't eat chicken nuggets from McDonald's, or I can't just pop in and get like things that I used to snack on for lunch. So it's that whole mindset change. But once that happens, you realize, oh, instead of like having chicken nuggets, I can just have an apple or something. It's not the same thing, but it's a decent substitute.
So yeah, as in with snacking wise, then I think it's best to either get fruit, but it's not chicken nuggets for sure the worst loss. So do you regret not having chicken nuggets or?
There are decent substitutes, and they are becoming cheaper as they become more accessible, and people are demanding them more. So it is getting better.
Oh, nice. As in, yeah, as in my some of my family members are also vegan, so we have to sort of do meals around them most of the time we're around the table. Um, but as in, I feel like it is, as in, it's all right having everyone eat the same thing, but when you've got one person out, I feel like it's quite awkward in that sense. But
Yes.
it's just like when you're out and about and stuff like that. But we get along with it. We put the extra willpower in and we make a nice dish for him. Like it's quite a nice thing to do. I've only had a few vegan meals and they're all right. I'll give you that. I'll give that. They're all right.
Yeah, I think like you said, when you're out and about and you need to consider other people, it that can be kind of tough because
Mm,
we have a big culture of Nando's.
yeah, yeah,
So if, especially if you have that one vegan friend that's like, I don't really want to go to Nando's because I don't have a lot of options. And
yeah,
even people who do eat meat need to make that choice and say, well, okay, I'll sacrifice that because I respect your lifestyle choices.
yeah. That is yeah. As in, don't hate me, but I've only gone Nando's I think once or twice in my life. I've never really gone. When people say let's go Nando's, well, actually, I've never heard someone say let's go Nando's. So, um, yeah, as in I don't really know what it's like in there, but yeah, I get the feeling like I feel like it's also quite hard to find somewhere with a vegan menu as well.
It's getting easier because most places are beginning to do like they used to do the allergen menus, where if you're allergic to something,
Hmm.
now they do stuff, now they do vegan or vegetarian menus. So
Oh, very
they're,
nice.
they're
Ah.
slowly getting to a place where it's becoming more accessible.
So, Veganuary can be a lot better then, or a lot easier even
Yeah,
in that
yeah.
sense. Ah, nice. Um, Lovely. Uh, 1 day a week, 1 meal. Do you think you can quickly like phase in, or like, do you think you could, with like sort of veganary? Do you have to start? Do you know if you have to start immediately, or whether you can like phase into it? So like, um, do like a vegan meal for like 1 day, but yeah, basically a flexitarian, and then slowly like
Yeah,
ease into
I
it.
think that would be a lot easier because when I tried it, I literally woke up one morning and thought, this is what I'm going to do with no preparation, no meal planning, nothing. And I think that's the hardest because you want to do something good if you want to be vegan for yourself, the environment, whatever your reason might be. But you might still have a fridge and a freezer full of meat products and dairy
Hmm.
products that you don't want to waste as well. So it's about doing the right thing, but not being wasteful at the same time. So I don't think you should just jump right into it one morning. You should plan what you're going to do, and that should set you up for success.
Oh, I see. Yeah, as in, I feel like most people should give this a go. As in, I feel like a few people like the strong-willed give it a go, but like I think it is quite difficult to like move on or like sort of change up your routine than what you normally have.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think I
Do
might
you
try and
think
do
you'd
like
take the plunge into it?
I think I'll do maybe like 1 day a week and then slowly try and like ease myself into it. Because at the moment I'm on like a like 75% of my stuff is protein and the rest is other stuff. So I'd have to get protein in other areas, which might be a bit more difficult. But yeah, I'll probably give it a go.
What you say is interesting because loads of people do think that it's difficult to get protein, but then with just small things, you don't realize that you might actually be getting more protein out of things which are vegetarian or vegan than you would have from, I don't know, eating meat. For example,
Hmm.
like if you have lentils or chickpeas or anything that's spinach, etc., stuff like that, which typically carries more protein and is healthier for you.
Oh, okay. So you can get more protein out of stuff like in that's not meat related. Is what I'm going for.
Yeah. So like I said, if you do your research into it, you'll probably be surprised with what's out there and is accessible.
Right. Okay. Oh, well, then I might do a bit more research then into this and try and change it up. But yeah, hopefully I'll give it a go some point this year. I said there's not really much I'm doing, so I guess yeah, start making some meals up. But
Yeah,
yeah,
it's definitely a good challenge to take on during a lockdown or a pandemic.
Yeah. Yeah, as in, I think at the moment it'd be a lot easier. Um, but yeah, we'll give it. Hopefully, I'll give it a go then. Hope others do too. To be fair, as in, it's a good little challenge. Um, yes, I would. I'd give it a go. Give it a go. But yeah, you're vegetarian, so what do you? As in, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not well versed in vegetarians and vegans and stuff like that. I don't really know. I know flexitarian because I looked at that. But yeah, I was wondering. So, what do you eat then as a vegetarian, and what don't you eat? I'm guessing.
Anything that's a meat product, but I still eat dairy because I'm not vegan.
Right. Okay. So.
So I think that that's the key difference between the two. So vegetarians will not eat the actual meat, so like chicken, lamb, etc.,
Mm,
but do drink milk, have cheese, some
ooh, cheese.
eat egg, and then on the flip side, you have vegans who don't have any animal products at all. But it's also a lifestyle change as well. So some people, most people assume that it's just to do with food, but it can also be a lifestyle thing where you don't buy any animal products either. So if your makeup is tested on animals, you'll buy stuff and products which aren't tested on animals. Or if you buy leather shoes or handbags, you won't buy that anymore. Things that have nothing to do with animals.
Right.
And those are the products you'll gravitate towards.
Oh, nice. I see. Yeah. Okay. So that's the sort of main differences through sort of like animal products and dairy and stuff like that. Do you know sugar isn't
Yeah.
vegan? Really? Oh. Wait, hold on. Wait, is
I've
sugar
come
not
across
vegan?
something like that.
Wait a minute. I thought sugar
I
came
think
from.
I've come across something like that, but I refuse to believe it because it's sugar.
Hold on. Hold on. We're doing a quick search here. We're fact checking. Some sugar, white sugar, gets its colour from a refining process that often involves the use of bone char. Oh, damn. Uh,
Ew.
Meaning even though it's not directly an animal product, it's not vegan. Don't don't opt for brown sugar, powdered sugar, even raw. Wait, what? There's no sugar. You get none. Uh, as in, oh, okay. So some sugar doesn't, but good luck finding it, basically. Okay, I got the idea, got the gist. Um, so apparently, yeah, that's right.
Well, there are alternatives. I've heard of like coconut sugar or stuff like that
Coconut
before.
sugar?
Let me see if that's something I've just made up or it's real.
Coconut sugar. Oh my god, it's real. Oh, it's actually pretty cheap as well. Oh, okay, that one's not. But as in, well, it's pretty cheap. Like,
Do you see what I mean? When you're trying to find something which is vegan, it is typically more expensive.
yeah, it does. Like, I could probably get a bag of sugar for like maybe like a couple quid, but like the cheapest one I see is like 4 quid. And I'm like, oh. That one's 2.99, but it's not a big bag. It's very small. But yeah, it seems to be a lot more expensive, which I don't really understand since it's supposed to be a lot better. I guess maybe that's why it's supposed to be a lot better than for you.
I think also to do with demand and supply because
Uh,
demand is incredibly low for this kind of stuff. Only in recent years has it picked up, and
hmm,
it's such a new product that's become popular.
yeah, I see. Yeah, as in, I've noticed that a lot more people have either gone vegetarian or vegan lately. Um, like back when I was a kid, I didn't really know about anything, so like everyone just it wasn't really a massive thing. But I think yeah, in recent years it's become a big like a trend. It's more like oh look we'll go
Mm.
vegetarian or vegan, that sort of thing. But I feel like most people go for vegetarian because like you said like dairy. A lot of people like dairy or a pescatarian. I know pescatarian. Look at that, bam. Same thing with vitamin D in cereal. Comes from sheep's fur.
Oh,
Does it? Alright, here we go. Right.
let's Google this one.
Vitamin D in cereal? Sheep's milk? Nah, it's not a wool. It's not fur. It's a wool. Okay.
Oh,
Look at that skills. Rice Krispies, cornflakes, and Cheerios. I see. Why
yes.
do you know this stuff?
I don't know. I don't know. I think we know this,
How do you know
but
this?
this is typical because this is like an ingredient that's in vitamin D tablets, so it
Really?
makes sense.
Okay? Hold on. I need to start checking stuff on the back. Um, that's fair enough. As in, I didn't really know. I'm learning so much. Disturbing reasons. Fair enough. Um, as in, I don't really know much about veganism. I don't. Is veganism a word? I don't really know about much
Yes,
anything.
it is.
Thank you. Veganism or being vegetarian. I don't really know much about this sort of stuff. It's not really my field of expertise. Um, but yeah, it's pretty interesting just to like sort of like find out like what people cut out of their diet and the reasons why. Um, I did try. Oh God, what's it? It's not. What's the big? There's a big brand that sort of sells replacement products for like meat and everything, but it's not actually meat. It's like
Oh,
tofu and stuff like that.
corn.
Corn. That's it.
There you go.
Yeah, I tried that out for the first time a little while ago, and it wasn't half bad. It was all right. As in, I think it's because I was expecting like a lot worse, and then like I was like, oh, well, I was actually quite surprised by it. Um, but as in, I think it's the fact that if you know that it's like not not what you like, not like an actual sausage or something like that, then your mind just sort of goes, yeah, but it's not an actual sausage, is it?
Yeah, I get that because when I do cook vegan or vegetarian substitutes and they look very similar to the meat ones, usually the people who are meat eaters can't tell.
Mm. I think if you don't if you like so for example if someone else made my dinner for me and they're like which one's which I think I can tell by sight, but then by taste I think if I had a blindfold
Yep,
on it would be quite difficult. Like
yep.
you can get vegan sweets as well, and I've had those before and I can't really tell the difference.
Do you remember that debate, that uproar on social media when was it the Percy Pig M&S sweets went from their normal ingredients to the vegan ones?
I don't remember it up. I just remember they made it. I didn't remember yeah, was there an uproar?
There was like loads of people were saying, change them back. Why are you going into this whole vegan thing?
Oh,
But now it's over. But
mm.
I think it's interesting that people do that when it tastes the same pretty much.
Yeah, as in I don't really eat sweets anymore, so I don't know if they've changed it again. But as in back in the day, I thought they were fine. They're vegan.
And another interesting fact, I bet you didn't know this,
Oof.
that the color red, which is in a lot of food products,
Mm.
the red dye that they use, it's an E number 120, and it's actually is it crushed bugs it's made from?
It's crushed bugs.
Yep, that's how they get their red coloring.
Oh right. Oh, isn't it from like a beetle or something? I remember this sort of like, a while ago.
Yep.
Someone telling me. Oh god. As in, I guess they taste nice. I don't know. Like,
It's just a natural food coloring.
oh, I love that. There's no artificial colouring, but there is a natural one. We're not gonna tell you though.
Yeah, so they hide it by giving it a code name.
Oh wow, I see how it is. Oh look at that. Oh well, what's in it? E1. Oh wow, I wonder what that could mean. Well, I guess as in too fair, I don't really eat sweets, so I'll never know. I don't know. I did get sent some cookie dough pots though, which was a really nice gift from my family. Um, however, I
Are
don't
they vegan?
I don't think so. Hold on, let me have a little look at the. I've got a little note, so it should. Okay, it doesn't say on the note. Doesn't matter. I don't think so. But as in, I don't really eat that much sugar, so as in, they just sort of sat in my fridge. So if anyone needs any, if anyone needs any cookie dough bots, you let me know. But it was nice. I had one last night. I did feel a bit ill afterwards because I don't know. But they're nice. They're nice. Can't complain. I got sent them, so have to be nice.
Maybe next time you should try to make vegan cookies or cupcakes.
As in baking. I'll probably set the place on fire, but as in I can give it a go. I'm really bad at baking, but not too bad at cooking. I'm alright at cooking. I could never
Then you could
master.
try like cooking something that's vegan.
Oh, that's a good idea. I've got some pasta, I guess. I don't know what else I could make. I guess I could get the substitute for meat products, couldn't I? You can get
Yep,
oh, I've got it's not. You can get the sort of fake mince, which
yep.
I want to try out. I did see it and it did look nice. I want to try that out, but I couldn't find it today. I was really annoyed. Went to the shop. I was like, where the hell is it? But I couldn't find it. Sad
Again,
story.
the issue with accessibility of all of this stuff.
Yeah, as in these, I went shopping today and I just couldn't find anything. Like everything's just been taken off the shelves. I was like, oh, I might treat myself to nope. But it's it is what it is. As in, I guess it's just everyone wants it. But well, I feel like we covered Veganuary pretty well.
Yeah. And so anything else that you want to know about vegan or veganism that we could?
Vegan. I don't really know. As in, let's see. As in, you're a vegetarian already. There's not really much else I really need to know other than as in how hard it is. You need a lot of willpower. But
Yeah, I
yeah.
agree.
I said I'd give it a go, just to see if I could actually do it. But I don't really, not really know. As in, I'll give it a go, but other than that, there's not really else I really need to know other than where I can get them from. As most of the time, back at home we have quite a few vegan shops, but at the
Mm,
moment it's quite hard to find anywhere.
it can be.
Mm.
But I, because of Veganuary this year and how popular it has become, loads of supermarkets have taken out their own range of vegan stuff.
Okay.
So it's worth checking normal supermarkets because it
Mm.
is slowly becoming a bit more accessible, more so than it was about 10 years ago.
Absolutely, definitely. Yeah, I think so, yeah. It's a lot. Yeah, it's definitely a bigger idea now to actually start doing become a vegan or vegetarian or even pescatarian. Um, but
Mm.
yeah, no, there's not really much else I need to know about. It's mostly just yeah, I'll give it a go at some point. Might document it.
That would actually be interesting because if you do it for a while, well, if you're successful, clearly I wasn't, I gave up after 2 weeks. You you do notice a lot of like physical changes as well. If you persevere through the whole time that you've given yourself, you will become more energetic and you just feel healthier because if you're smart about it, but by being vegan, you can also be healthy.
All right, yeah. As in, I didn't know you could be more energetic. As in, I always assumed that having the lack of certain materials would make you a bit more sleepy.
See, there's so many misconceptions about this because it is like loads of people do think that being vegan, you're naturally healthier, but you can just be eating vegan junk food and be unhealthy and vegan. But if you prepare well, you can eat all of that healthy, good stuff. Like they say, have your five a day and all of that healthy food, vegetables, fruit. And if you're eating that on a regular basis, more so than you were when you weren't vegan, obviously that's going to make a positive impact on your life.
Yeah, as in, to be fair, as in I eat quite a lot, so as in I could always, I'll give it a go for a day or like even like a few weeks, and see how I go with that. Mostly because I eat a stupid amount, so hopefully at the end of it it'll be like, oh wow, you look alright, Sam. Like, I know.
You might go a bit broke.
Yeah, I look great, and I feel great, but I am slightly broke. Oh, we got
But
pre-mate.
it's
Quite
good because
hungry.
I think it's like, I think it was Pizza Hut or Domino's, I don't know which one. They're now delivering vegan pizzas.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So, like I said, it is very easy to be an unhealthy vegan as well.
oh yeah. Oh, what was it? I'll need that those deliveries.
Yep, and then you have the vegan burger from KFC, which is a contradiction to this
Oh yeah.
place itself, but it's a good option.
Yeah, I think I actually saw the vegan burger or the ad for the vegan burger, which actually it looks pretty nice. Ooh,
Yep,
yeah.
it's pretty much very similar to the regular thing.
Yeah, my mate said that it basically tasted the same, but it's to do with it's plant based, so it's like it's really good.
Mhm.
So I might give that one a go at some point. As in, I don't go KFC. You know what? I don't really do much. I realised this while speaking. I realised that I don't eat most foods, but I still eat a lot. uh,
There's not much to do, is there, during the pandemic?
exactly. That's all I've done today. It's just eat a bit more. But yeah, it's. I think it's nice, but you know, I don't. I just, there's not much I do. Oh, but yeah, I guess that's a topic. What's the most you've had? What's the most I've had in one sitting? Like food? Um, as in I know the amount of calories I've had in one sitting. I wouldn't. As in I've had like meal wise, I've had oh god, this is bad. So I've had a roast dinner, and everyone had one plate, but there was enough for about I'd say like 8 people. We'll say 10. We'll say it's around 10 people, okay, and everyone had one plate, and I think there's like 5 of us. I finished off, so that's probably the most I've had in one sitting. Calories wise, I've had roughly 2,500 to like three. Yeah, 2,500 sounds about right. So yeah, that's the most I've had in one sitting. What about? Yeah, one sitting. Yeah,
Quite a bit.
yeah.
I'm just thinking how many pieces of fruit you'd have to eat to make that up.
It's bad. I was really hungry. I'm always hungry. There was a time where it was only used to be like, oh, I'd have 1,000 calories for each meal, but then I got really hungry and that's what I had. I did have a I did have a cheesecake afterwards as well, so don't. It wasn't just. It sounds really. As in, and you everyone's wondering why I'm. It's like, oh wow, Sam's fallen a bit of weight. Uh, it's bulking, mate. Bulking. I needed that amount of calories. That's what I tell myself. But yeah. I don't know how much. You'd probably have to have like a whole orchard to accumulate that amount of calories for fruit. Ugh. But yep, that's my daily routine. So yeah, as in I think we've really covered Veganuary. I didn't know if there was anything else in our topics folder, but there's nothing. It just says Veganuary, so we've done well.
There is so much. We've covered, I would say, not all of it, but as much as we know, there is so much more to learn because
Mm,
it's like I said, to some people, it's more of a lifestyle thing than it is just a food thing. So advocating about animal rights and how animals are bred just for the purpose of food and especially chickens
Mm.
and beef and the leather industry, and how it's a capitalist system where it's just all about profit and not animal welfare. There's so much more about being vegan than just eating.
Oh yeah, as in with like the leather, I don't really understand most of it. As in, I've seen a few investigations into like certain farms, like with like chicken coops and stuff like that. Like it's very it is heartbreaking, but as in the end, it's sort of they're like, well, this is just one institution out of like
Mhm.
thousands which are still doing it. Also, we've got a calculation here that there's 49 apples you'd have to eat in one sitting. I think I could eat apples. Apples aren't that bad. I could eat 49 apples. I could definitely eat 49 apples.
Yeah, that's manageable.
Mm. Oh, back to the serious topic. But yeah, it is isn't those like ideals, like the idea that yeah, you go vegan and there'll be less demand for meat, so that means that there'll be less animals just being bred for food, like, and actually more animals, sort of, I'd say animals living in better conditions than they are now. It's only because there's quite a large population which still eat meat, which sort of makes it so that people, as in there's more animals that need to be produced to fulfill that quota or fill them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But 49 apples, good. It's 49, let's lighten this up a bit. That's it. It's a harsh reality, and like there's only two people watching, which I think is Zhao and someone else. I don't know, probably Ken. Um, so like it is the reality we live in. People things get killed so we can eat them. Like it is what we
I
do.
think it's also this is gonna get political, not too political. It's also are we allowed to?
We're not
No,
really
I'm
allowed to
I'm
get
going to.
political, but as I said, you
No,
use what feels good.
I it feels a bit bad, but we're gonna do it anyway.
Oh
Um,
god. Oh.
but it's the whole like in some markets, for example, in some countries and markets, you can't, you're legally not allowed to sell beauty products without them being tested on animals.
Mm.
So it's that whole idea of you need to change, we need to change our culture as not just one society, as all of us.
Yeah, as in absolutely. As in, I agree with that definitely. That obviously that I think testing on animals is just one of the most archaic things that we've got out there at the moment. As in, there's definitely better ways of testing stuff and that. But I think people are so caught up with tradition, and it's also a lot cheaper and easier just to test on animals for certain products as well.
Yeah,
But obviously, if they made testing on certain other things a lot cheaper, then it wouldn't be a problem. But it's because it costs for like manufacturing and stuff like that. It's just
yep,
it is the world we
exactly.
live in at the moment, where we sort of, as in obviously, I think we've made great strides in trying to reduce the amount of animals and like sort of animal testing and stuff like that. But
It's sort of become a selling point as well because companies who don't test on animals, they'll sort of put a stamp on their product saying it's not tested on animals,
yeah,
and that boosts sales.
yeah, yeah, and I've seen a few people with bags from like other companies, which has on it like stop animal testing or we don't test on animals
Mm,
and or it's eco-friendly, that sort of thing, which is great. As in, I think come like we're definitely gonna need better stuff for the environment in the next couple of years. That's a huge thing coming up because we're hitting a major turning point in the world of like climate change and stuff like that. So I think the idea of being vegan and being more eco-friendly is definitely a great way of you know putting it more of a positive world for the future.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, nice. And Xiao, you better not tell anyone that we got political on Twitch, all right? I swear. I can see you. I can see. I have power. I have power here. Uh, but yeah, it's. You can't believe it. You can't believe it. I think we're on for 45 minutes. I think we've got 7 minutes left. So, anything else we want to talk about for about 7 minutes?
Some fun facts. Leonardo da Vinci was apparently vegan, so was Albert Einstein.
Did you hear that? The two people in our chat. Did you hear it? So yeah, just follow their lead. Albert Einstein, very clever dude. Because he was vegan.
And also awkward silence.
Also, so I was like, who else?
One of our own lecturers, Benjamin, I'm really not going to do justice to his surname, Stefani, in the English department, I believe, also a vegan.
Oh, nice.
Apparently, allegedly, this is what the internet tells me.
Oh, really? Oh, you just googled it. Zhao, are you vegan, mate, or vegetarian? Wait, no, you told me you talked to me before about stuff. I know you're not vegan. He said I didn't find any vegan food when I visited Da Vinci's house. Well, as in, it might have disappeared by there, mate. Someone else ate it. That's what happened. Someone broke in and ate the food. I think he's gone now. Yeah, he's not vegan. I might try out being vegan. As in, might as well. Might as well try being vegan. I'm not out doing anything else. And I like doing tests and stuff like that. So, and new things. New things make me happy. So I'll try that out. Being vegan,
Yeah,
might as
it's a
well.
nice little challenge because I think it's one of those things where if you are vegan, um, a lot of the other things to look after the environment just come with it.
Mm.
So if you're not using leather, typically people will use either fake leather or just recycle things.
Yeah, I said I don't really understand real leather. I know, like, oh yeah, it's like you sort of show off, like, oh, I've got real leather. You're like, it's a sofa. It's like, what else am I supposed to do with it? Like, so, oh right, yeah, it'd be better if you had like, some fluffy stuff or something like that, or else it's freezing cold when I sit on it. But it's fine, it's fine. That's what I don't really understand about the interests. But it is like it's in I live a quite a very simple life of I have what I need, like minimalist, but not to the extreme. Just have what I need really. Just I don't need anything else. But oh, we have a solid 4 minutes, so we can end it here if you want, or we can carry on talking about stuff. It's up to you.
We can learn some more fun facts
Give us
of
fun
being vegan.
facts.
Okay, let's see.
Fun facts about vegans.
Being vegan cuts your carbon footprint in half, apparently.
What, for like a year, or like as in if I'm a vegan from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, or is it just?
It's just no time frame. Um,
I see. I'm vegan right now.
I'm
Oh,
assuming that would mean throughout your life.
right. Okay.
So from typical, let's say you're vegan for a month, you've cut your carbon footprint for that month.
Oh, okay. I got you. Oh, nice. I see. Um, I know that meat and stuff takes up a stupid amount of water. So I think the average
Yeah,
person has like over 1,000 gallons of water a day. So it's not just drinking, but it's also when
a
you cook.
day,
Sorry, yeah, a day I think. Is it a day?
a
Because
thousand
you
gallons a
shower,
day.
you drink the
Okay.
water, but you also it's the water that goes into burgers and stuff like that. So it's like the water that did the crops, and then you've also got the say like the
Oh,
cow
wow,
that then eats the crop. So it like adds up in the end.
that's a lot.
Yeah, so I think it's around 1,000 gallons of water a day because it's not just the water you drink and have a shower with, but it's also like what you eat as well, like the water in that as well. What if water not vegan? What? Good sentence there, mate. What if water not vegan? Well, then they would have to. They wouldn't survive. There's
I
more.
don't know, you collect rainwater instead.
But
I
what if
don't know.
water isn't vegan? That we you wouldn't be able to eat anyway because then most stuff has water in it. So it's like, oh crap, it's got
Crop.
water. Crops, crops take water. What if water not vegan, mate? You know what? If that happened, then the world would just I
Do
don't
you know
know.
what? I think that's the perfect question to end this on.
Yep, thanks guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks to the people that stayed to the end. Even though we talked about vegans and veganism, vegetarianism, everything basically. So try it out if you want. You know, it sounds like something new. You know, it's just a fun thing to do, especially when we're in like lockdown and a pandemic. Try out new
Mhm.
things because it's quite boring in here, and I feel like this would be quite exciting. Right? Do you want to say anything before we go?
No, just it's good to learn about veganism, even if you don't want to be a vegan, because it's just an interesting topic and it's trending at the moment. So go and learn some more.
Yeah, as in I've learned quite a lot. As in I'm I was gonna say below a novice at knowing what it was. I had no clue about anything. It's at the beginning of this, and now I've learned quite a lot. So I'll definitely give it a go. Right. See you later, guys. Have a good year.
Bye.
Bye.